I'm gonna take pictures of this, so y'all can read, like, because I want y'all to know, like, a lot of people think, well, you probably planned this and wrote this down, but my writing is all over the place. Like, I'm writing all over the page because he's telling me different things, like minutes after, and I'm having to find room to put it on the same page. So I'm gonna go here and show y'all how chaotic this process is and how he allows me to keep up. But thank y'all for watching. I really hope everybody that's got communicated here listens and learns. And people are going to attack, man. And I don't care. People aren't gonna want to deal with me no more, and I don't care. But because you can't, just don't try to run away from something that's gonna try to help you and save your life potentially. Okay? And I just got a new subscriber. God, man, he's something else, bro. Had to adapt to the environment. It had to adjust to the cold, harsh situations. And it still is this big tree today. Nobody saw that. So with those shorts, the Lord said, have something for people to know that there was a history here. So they can see glimpses of what you went through, the nothings that came from what is now something. Those first 3 shorts, y'all, got nothing. Nothing. It went from that to where I am today. But we got to get into that part because I don't want to get too far ahead. So, when it came down to it, the Lord told me, he says, I am going to publicly honor you. I am going to, you're going to be so embarrassed. You're going to be so uncomfortable because of the public blessing and honor I'm going to give you. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was in person, in the physical, like, not over a channel. I had no idea. So, y'all, I'm the type of person, I don't really seek attention. I stay more to myself. I don't try to make friends with everybody. I do get along with people, but I don't try to make friends with everybody. I've always been that way. I am an only child. And I can actually get into a story on that later because God explained that a lot about that to me. But God did express to me that I was born in this time, the end times, because he wanted me to do an assignment, a task. And the Lord told me, he says, you have no idea who you are set to be. And that scared me because I had no idea what that meant. That could scare you. And I'm starting to see that now. But, with this channel, which leads me to Twitch's situation, I didn't plan to speak on this, y'all. I just asked God what happened. I asked the Lord what happened. It came down to it. I didn't plan to make videos about this. So, y'all, I don't speak on stuff like this. I just don't. But I felt something was wrong in the spirit. And then when I had that dream about that God gave me, my body, so let me explain this to y'all. My body, as far as me being asleep, I was in my room, but it was the environment was kind of different. It was my room and I knew it because I saw certain details, but it wasn't, I can't explain, it's different. But on the right of me was me sleeping, but God didn't let me turn to see it was me. He just let me see that it was my bed there. And to the left of me was God because of the light and the presence. I just couldn't turn to see him because he wanted me to focus on Twitch. And that's when, Twitch said all those things to me. Thank you for helping me and thank you for, stuff like that. And so it was so different for me. And I said, God, do you want me to say something? And he pushed me to do it. When I kept hearing the things I heard, I said, I know I got to speak on this. God keeps showing me things. He keeps leading me to things. And, so I did it, and I didn't know what was going to come from it. I don't do anything for likes and subscriptions or money because God didn't bring me up into this journey that way. And so I kid y'all not, you know, after I started doing this, I seen my subscriptions go up a little bit. And you know, God will give you a little growth just to see how you gonna act and see if you gonna remember him and stay humble. I did, of course. I told him I'd never leave him or forsake me, because he never left me or forsake me. So I never leave God or never forsake him. So I think my subscriptions were at like 50 or 60. I can't remember. And then God said this to me, I kid y'all not. He sent me confirmation through a title on YouTube that said, get ready, it's coming. And then later on that night, I heard the Lord say, are you ready? I said, what are you talking about? What do you mean? He says, get ready, because everything is about to change. He says, here it comes. I hope you're ready. Remember everything I taught you. Remember everything I taught you. Remember I told you there is going to be some mean people on here that's going to say things about you, that's going to persecute you. Remember, I was like, what is happening? So then I went to refresh my YouTube channel. I just refreshed it. And the next, see, people going to catch it. The next thing you know, and ruining my testimony, trying to ruin it, no enemy. But the next thing you know, it said 102, went from like 60 to 102. And I said, what? Like, what is going on? And it kept just going up and up and up and up and up. I had no idea what God was walking me into, what season he was walking me into. But like, you know, when it came to Twitch's case, I just thought that God wanted me to send that message about bafflement and do particular things with certain like messages. But I had no idea that I was walking into a season of blessing. And I thank God every day. Y'all, like, I thank everybody who subscribed to me. I thank everybody, because, you know, I don't ever sleep on God. I had 3 YouTube shorts. I started off with nothing here. Even TikTok, y'all, I'm doing TikTok, sending messages and spreading knowledge, love and light and all that stuff. And so even that's growing. And God just began to bless me. Like, when this YouTube grew as much as it did, I think I'm at like 500 now, maybe, yeah. I thank everybody, because I asked God for a platform. He knew where my heart was. He knew what I wanted to do. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about likes and subscriptions. I just wanted to show the world the spiritual aspect of things. I wanted to share my knowledge. I wanted to bring peace and restoration to people's lives and be that light. And with this situation, God gave me an assignment for Twitch's situation to cover it and speak the real deal, speak, you know, which was Baphomet, the whole idea, and it revolves around the Satan, the devil, like, and how he's trying to take over people's lives. Like, that was the assignment. But that assignment led to my blessing. I had no idea what I'm walking into, and y'all, I'm still trying to process what's happening, you know? I'm a content creator, and I know how to do content creating. So I'm not new to this. Like, my other channel has like 1K, but I'm not used to all these different people coming in and comments, and I'm used to just being able to keep track of comments and responding to everybody, receiving 11, 10, maybe at the most 19, 20 comments. I'm not used to this. So I'm still adjusting into a blessing and a new season in my life. You know, I'm not really an attention-seeking person, so I'm not used to this. He says, bruh, you high. And I say, no, I'm woke. I'm definitely sober-minded. You know, by the way, it does say to be sober-minded, the Bible, because the enemy, your adversary, the devil, walks and prowls around like a lion waiting to devour. Yeah, so we don't want to be high or intoxicated. I'm definitely awoke. You crazy people. I say crazy. I'm more like awakened. Yeah, I'm crazy for the Lord. You are right, and I will speak out when need be. Who the hell is this clown speaking? Shake my head. And I just say thanks for watching. No clowns here, just helping speak the truth. In fact, there are no clowns present here. just a child of God, not just a child of God, somebody who's accepted his role in the world as an anointed one and who has the knowledge of the Lord. And so the only clowns out there, you have to think, are the people who believe that the people are crazy that are doing God's work. All right. This person says, you are so sick. Now, I am checking my temperature. I don't have a fever. I don't have a fever. Sorry, God. I'm serious. I don't have a fever. I am feeling just fine. But I am feeling quite awakened nowadays. You know, over the past couple of months, it's been a great awakening. And I say for speaking out on it, or sick because you don't believe God showed me this and told me to help reveal the truth. Guess I am sick. Okay, well, we're going to move on to the next section, you guys. Of the message is to take the word back to the Lord so that he can receive all the honor and the glory, to give you the knowledge to build the relationship with you. This person says you can speak to God, lowercase g. First and foremost, always capitalize my Father's name. Put some respect on it. Jesus Christ, the Son of Man. You will always capitalize that name. Put some respect on it. All right. And then, of course, puts the teeth and stuff like that. Yes, you can hear from God. People don't realize all you have to do is spiritually upgrade and be consistent in prayer. This person says, I prayed and prayed. He ain't real. Sorry. First and foremost, you prayed and prayed without faith. You prayed and prayed hoping that God will get to you on your time. God is not a genie. You don't call for him and think he's supposed to come for you when he won't, or when you want him to. He's going to test your faith. He's going to test your patience. He's going to test endurance for you to see how big your heart is for him and where you stand with him. He's very real. This is why I have the platform I do today. I got you. And you ain't going to know it. Unfortunately, many people in the world ain't gonna know it because they don't understand this stuff. So God had to put somebody on it so they could decode the message for y'all. Come on with it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Ooh, we see how you working. Boy. And you know, it's another piece of confirmation before we move on to what extra details he gave me. And why is Fox 2 News up here? Bro, Fox 2 News is in front of my car. Fox 2 News is in front of my car. Bro, Fox 2 News is in front of my car. Bro. God keep confirming about the media, about the news to me. And Fox 2 News just pulled up in front of my car. Making sure I give y'all the correct answers and cover things that people seem to be confused about, okay? So I just want to show y'all something. Before I left the house, over the last 2 days, I've been seeing this rainbow in my TV. And it's not just the rainbow, it's like this light that comes from it. Now, the light is not there when I'm looking initially, but when I take the picture, the light is there. But this time, it was different. Like, it was like wings looking in with the rainbow. So I don't know if you can see it, but it was like, on camera, it looked like a light, and the rainbow was like in a form of wings. And it was just coming from different angles. And the third picture here that I took on my community post, this little white looking light was not there on my TV. So I don't know what was going on, but that's why I always tell people on this channel, look, I don't know what I'm going to expect. So I know y'all going to get things that's just coming up out of nowhere. Like, God ain't caring. He just showing y'all, this is what I see. Like, I remember mentioning I see a lot of lights. This is what I go through. This is what I see. I don't know what I'm going to see. So in the process, like, before I saw this, I was asking God about the rapture teaching, and he's been helping me put this together as well as leading me to things. So this should be a real good. But he was saying to me in the middle of me talking to him about it, are you ready? And I said, ready for what? And I put this in my community post, and he started laughing a little bit. And he's just like, surprise. It's like it's a surprise. And I'm like, oh boy, you just surprising. And that's what I saw. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I like to show y'all things like that because you don't really see that too often or at all. So on here, you just gonna get unpredictability. All right. All right. That's gonna be when the rapture comes through. No. Um. Mm-mm. And it wasn't even the way that I expected. So I had a dream about Jesus, and basically in this dream, I was watching him. So first things first, it was not like in spirit Jesus, it was on earth Jesus. Like in our current day, I was watching him heal people. It was so different. So it wasn't something that I wasn't used to, but seeing him, I was like, whoa, like, but I was concentrated on him and what he had to say. And he said to me, I love your spirit and heart. Many people won't try to see, but keep showing. He meant that in so many different ways, all the way down until you can no longer see him because it's another darker cloud ahead. He's saying, as the Holy Spirit moves, blessings will reign for those who walk the narrow path. I cannot believe this. And then as I continue to kind of look, because it's gotten a little closer to me, it's like I see all these birds in the sky, y'all. It's crazy. And they flying underneath the... See, this ain't nothing but God giving me a physical, like, I can't even make this up. This is insane. And it also, like, I see slight feathers, like, coming off the... I don't even know how to describe this, y'all. But besides the way God put it. Oh, this is crazy. Like, I look and I see this pathway of a cloud. I'm like, what the heck? Wait a minute. I look back at the sun, turn, look at the cloud, and I'm following this cloud, and it looked like a pathway. A big old pathway. A big old walkway. All the way across. And I'm just like, Jesus, Lord. You always showing me something, Father. And it just ties into the message I just did. Like, you just don't, when you look up, you just don't see stuff like this often. Like, you see clouds, but this is, oh, okay. I'm going to leave it there. God told me what, it was, and I'm just going to allow you guys to experience this moment. I love being in this type of relationship with God and so close to God, because this is not the first time I've seen things like this. I remember God also literally, I saw a tornado forming in front of me, but God was never having the plan to have it like completely form. And I've never been a part of a tornado before. Probably explanation as to why, because I'm not facing judgment from God, but I seen it like form and then it disperse. He said, watch it disperse. This is not the first time God has shown me something in the sky or something out of the normal has just happened where nobody else in the world sees this. Everybody in their cars, on their phones. I'm telling y'all, I'm the only one that see this. Don't nobody else see this. Because when you see in the spirit, you see signs from God. Oh, man. Oh, y'all won't believe what just happened to me. Y'all won't believe what just happened to me. So tell me why. I record messages, getting them ready for y'all. And I had this big feeling every time my mom or my dad, they go out. My mom always ends up getting so intoxicated to the point where she just start acting out. And me, normally I'm able to kind of calm her down and do things. My dad ends up leaving so that nothing breaks out because my mom just gets out of control. I never used to understand. I never used to understand why this happened. But I do. And when I walked with God, I get that the enemy would use anybody and everybody to throw you off your purpose and throw you off of everything that you have. So, today I'm trying to rebuke this demon and through spiritual connection or communication as my mom is talking, and she's saying things like, I hate you and I hate your dad and I hate this place, and things that she doesn't normally say. Now I get the devil takes advantage of people's unhappiness and stuff, but man, this is how I know something is coming, because the devil tried his hardest to do, man, because that I told y'all about in that bigger testimony, like one of the biggest traumas was for me was when alcohol came through when I was younger from my parents. They would get into fights. So it wasn't often, but man, it's just, that happened. And so my mom is like trying to get this bottle from me, and she's trying to grab onto me. And I'm trying to keep her from falling and breaking her neck. So I got hurt one hand, like I'm trying to grab her around her neck so that she doesn't fall on her neck, bust her head. But I'm trying to also get her off of me so somebody don't get hurt. So I throw this bottle, y'all. I throw it, glasses everywhere, because I don't have a choice. Like, I don't want her to have it. I throw it, glass everywhere, but it was either she gets it and this demon does this to my mom, or I just chuck this thing. So I chuck it, and so she just at this point is furious and fighting me, and I'm trying to keep her from falling and me from falling, like to the point where I almost got killed. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I could have broke my neck, she could have broke hers. Through the glory of God, nothing happened. But then it's like my shirt was ripped. She wouldn't let go of me, man. She wouldn't let go. But I knew it was this demon. So she fell to the ground. So I gotta get her off of me, and I don't want to hurt my mama. I don't want to hurt her. But I have to get her off of me because this demon will not let me go. And if something continues to happen, I don't want nothing to happen to nobody or nobody to get hurt. And I'm for damn sure not about to die. So I had no choice but to get her off of me in the best way possible, in the least painful way possible, because she will not stop. And this demon is out of control. Then I go up, so my phone and fell behind her. So I'm trying to get out of here. At this point, I said, I need to go. Like, at this point, I got to leave because this is just too much. And she will not, I can't get my phone from behind her. She like kicking at me. She yelling at the top of her lungs, screaming. This demon is like yelling and screaming. Like, it's so bad. I've never seen no demon possession so bad in my family before. And so I go upstairs. I'm trying to get everything, but she follows me. And she has this knife in her hand. And I thought to myself, I'm about to die. If I make the wrong move, she's going to kill me. She's about to kill me. Like, I literally thought I was going to die in that moment, because I'm like, I don't want to hurt my mom. But I know this isn't hurt no more. This is a demon. And I don't grab my keys. I don't grab my phone. I don't know where nothing's at. And I get past her. And I'm just gone. At this point, I'm locked out with no keys, no nothing. It's 18 degrees outside. Freezing cold. So I just walk away. And I'm just walking, and I'm talking to God, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it played out that way. I'm sorry. Like, I tried to do everything I can to stop this demon from doing this to my mom. I'm sorry. Like, and he was just telling me, like, he was like, you said it the first 3 times. It's okay. I understand what happened, and I understand. I just told him, I'm like, why? I said to my dad and my mom, I just told my dad, I said, I had to apologize to him because I told him I hate them, because I was like, why do I have to go through this? Why are y'all putting me through this? This is like me being a child all over again. Why do I have to go through this? And I was just talking to God. I'm like, man, I knew something. I knew something good was coming, but man, the devil trying to move me out the way. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just like, really again? But I knew the devil would take advantage of this moment. And she was just she was just out of pocket. But this time around, I said, okay, I'm gonna try to do something different. Deliverance. And I had to take out, I said, Father, I'm gonna take the oil that is anointed in my room, just a little, because this is an emergency and I'm gonna need your help. And y'all, I said, leave her. I was saying, get out, like to this demon. And the demon said to me, I kid y'all not, it said no. And then it went from no to, she said, who's in me? What are you talking about? And then she started calming down a little bit. It's just crazy because I was just having such a great day. I was so happy. God was connecting me with so many people that are of him, have him, and boom, that happens, right? No time wasted, right before May 1st. It's so irritating. And I'm just sitting there thinking, talking to God, thinking to myself, like, I'm just so tired of being in this situation where it's not that I put God away, because I never do. I'm always communicating with him in the spirit regardless. But like, I'm not sitting up here talking about this worldly stuff. Like, I talk about God all the time. I work for God full time, and that's my direction. God and Jesus and the angels, all that stuff. And so I'm like, I'm not talking about this worldly stuff and these worldly ideas. Like, I'm not doing that. So, I'm just thinking of God, like, I'm just so tired of having to be around people all the time. That I get everybody had their own journeys and struggle, but some people not even trying, and I ain't putting God on no back burner. Nobody's ever told me to do that, but because people don't understand, you can't really talk to people about God because they don't get it. And one thing that I heard my friend say, because he didn't understand, because they had Pride stuff. Pride is coming up, right? That event. And he had talked about street preachers that would be downtown. And he said, yeah, I don't know why they don't just leave people alone, because let people do what they want to do. And that's where I was just like, oh, he don't understand. Like, he is my best friend, and he isn't like part of that community at all. But some people just leave people alone, but it's because he don't understand. But even then, I'm just like, oh, and then just thinking about everybody around me and some of the stuff that they are involved with and what they do. I know people aren't perfect, and I ain't judging people, but me personally, I'm just so tired of being surrounded by people that I truly can't talk to God about like I do on here. I'm tired of it. I'm sitting there, in the call. I'm not at home. And, as time goes on, it's a pretty decent length call. So why do I so happen to look up from my phone and I see this dude wearing all black comes out of nowhere? You know how you normally see somebody walking from a distance? Comes out of nowhere. Okay? Just like that angel appeared to me out of nowhere. Comes out of nowhere wearing all black. I think he had some form of tattoos on. And the way he's walking is he walks on the passenger side. Like, not at my passenger seat, but he kind of walks like, as he's walking like as if he was going to go to the passenger side. But then he kind of stops because I see him. I look up in my mirror at him. And I don't know if he noticed that I saw him. Then, he kind of stops like in the center of my car at a little distance, like right in the middle behind the car. Then he starts walking onto the driver's seat side. And I could hear the Lord mid-call say, start your car and go now. This, I don't know what he was about to do, but I could tell it wasn't about to be good. Listen, seatbelt not buckled. Ha! I never started a car so fast in my life. Started that car quick. Did a quick left-right check and got up out of there. The automatic lights was on, thank the Lord, because I had to turn the lights on after I got to where I was about to get out of the place. Then as I seen him again, and I kind of just gave him that little look like, you tried, what were you just trying to do to me? Like, you ain't getting me. Ooh, and it's just funny because I was in the middle of a call, and we just sitting on that call, so you won't believe what almost just happened in the middle of this call. And we just like, thank Lord Jesus for just looking out and being here. I know with cameras and stuff, y'all, like computer screen, like, light. But I want to point something out to y'all. Do y'all see this? That's a lot of light. So this is the stuff that I be talking about. Like, I can't even play. It's like one big... Do y'all see how this light is like this? Like, do y'all see this? On the screen? Y'all can see my screen. Now, like, I know I'm not tripping. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see those angel wings? That rainbow? Ain't no sun outside. You see it going all the way across? Do y'all see that little line? Something is like, I don't know what to even say. I've never heard anything like this before. It was like a siren slash, but it felt spiritual. And now I feel really different in the spirit, not in a bad way. But I don't know how to explain this, but y'all will hear it. Something is about to happen. Huge. And I've never heard that before. But nobody else heard that around me. And I know it because they either sleep or they didn't hear it. Because it was there, then it was gone. And God made sure the timing was perfect. My window was open and something was pulling me to go to the window. And I can feel like the burn of something's coming. Huge. Prepare and get ready. Listen to this. Because his presence is so strong right now. He says to me, I want you to take a picture of me. And I'm sitting there trying to take a picture of him, but then I can't see nothing in the dark. Right? So I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do this. And it lightens real quick. Because I don't know if y'all can hear it's raining, but it lightens real quick. Like, it scared me. I was like, oh, and he started laughing. So he was trying to tell me to turn one of the lights on my side. So I had to flip it, and I turned the light on. And that's when I saw in spirit, because cameras pick up things, the powerful presence in my passenger seat. It may not look like it's in my passenger seat because God is like, you can't keep him contained at one spot. Jesus, his form is, I can't. I'm trying to contain myself, and I'm showing y'all these images. I cannot contain myself. because it's like I just was sitting here and I could fall asleep like that, laying on him. And I could not believe he told me to take a picture of him. I didn't know he was going to trip me out like that. And he just said he loved me. I love you too. You know I do. You know I do. And I'm just sitting here in this moment. I don't even want to get out my car. I know he going to follow me right through the door, but I don't want to get out. And I even took video of just the light moving, like, because I was like, what is happening? Oh, but I can't talk too much more because I've been trying to contain myself, just trying to record. But I'm going to show y'all these images, okay? And the video I took in full. Peace and blessings, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. When I see that light with rainbows around it, right? But it wasn't just one this time. It was a pretty big one, but then it was a small one below it, right? So then, I'm flipping out. But then I see it again, and I see a green light, and the one beneath the big one is now bigger and has the angel wings. So it's 3 angels in the room. And I'm like, Father, what's going on? And basically, not my first angel encounter, but God had explained to me that it was Michael, Gabriel, and one of the angels assigned to me named Cyrus. Sirius/Cyrus is his shorter nickname. Okay, so that is what he told me, basically about the angels who were there, and then they started talking to me. And I want to say this: I don't control my spiritual encounters. For those that think you control them, I don't control that. God sends his angels. It's out of my control. I don't see these things coming. All right, so yeah. But anyway, You know, they were giving me some personal messages, but then they gave me each one minus Cyrus. It was Michael and Gabriel that both said messages from the Lord. Okay, and God also was there and said something. Let me give y'all a little experience here. The Lord says, where it is dark for the world, it will be light for my children. So I was in a call with a brother in Christ. And, you know, we sitting up there. He asked me, what time is it for me? Because we got a 3-hour difference. It was like 9 at night for me. But it looked like it was literally in the middle of the day. I can't make this up. I was refreshing in the car. I'm about to show y'all like just what my windows were looking like, you know, because I try to keep all that stuff private as I can. Because that's the time for me, the person, and the Lord to have our conversation. So, you know, I try to get it to where I could show y'all what it looked like outside at 9. And he know we was sitting up there in the car. I'm sitting up in my car tripping out like, wait a minute, do you see this? Do you know it's 9 o'clock where I'm at? And it was looking like broad daylight. Even when I was driving and I got home, it looked like it was broad daylight. And it was 9 at night in Michigan. I looked at him, I said, I can't explain this. This is something we just can't explain. And the Lord said to me, where the world may be dark, my children will have the light shone upon them. It will be nothing but lit up.